Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I'm going to do a three-pile pick-a-pile reading, and the question we have today is, who's coming towards me? I have three piles here, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can go ahead and choose which stone is calling out to you um, while you make your decision. I'd like to say please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos because somebody might be interested or entertained by it. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, today's question is, who's coming towards me? So you want to see maybe who the next person is, who you're going to meet, a new friend, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And remember, you can also skip to the end. There is timestamps here. So if you just want to skip over the other readings, you can look in the comments below because I put timestamps there. Okay, and there's also a separation for the end part too, in case it's not resonating or you're not feeling it. You can go to the end and hear the message from today. Okay. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, that's when it's meant for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this pile number 1, if that resonated with you. Also, if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video, okay? But with that being said, let's just get started. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile 1, and the question was, who's coming towards me? Well, let's find out. So, under the stone we have the quail. And the quail represents protectiveness and group harmony. So you might meet your soul tribe. You might meet a group of people who, they'll be protective of you. Okay? Maybe you haven't had that in the past, but it looks like you may have that in the near future. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started and see what we got here. First, we have the 7 of Cups. Next, we have the King of Peppermills. Next, we have the Queen of Flamingos. Okay. Next, we have the Star. After that, we have the King of Swords. Wow, a lot of people here, so that's a group of people, right? And then we have the Queen of Rods. Yes, we have a lot of people. Protectiveness and group harmony. So you may meet several people. Fantastic. Okay, people that you might get along with. Okay. Um, with the first card here, we have the 7 of Cups, and this signifies options. Okay, so one of these people may be an option to be a best bud, possibly. Okay. Um, I'm feeling like this is a hopeful group, because we have the Star card there, okay? But we do have the King of Peppermills, and that's the King of Wands. So this is a very passionate king. So this might be one of the people in the group, and this person might be very passionate, maybe driven to move forward and go after whatever he wants. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Flamingos. And, this is a very intelligent woman. This is also the Queen of Swords, okay? And, swords, they like to think a lot. They like to think about how things are going to work and how it's going to work out and possibly, come up with some good ideas, right? And I'm feeling because that Star card is here, they are having hope in your situation. Perhaps you have an idea and you're thinking about, this idea and they might be going for it. We also have the King of Swords here, okay? And as you notice, we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Flamingos both looking at the Star card. So, there could be some hope in a situation. Perhaps you are going to people with an idea or hoping for, a good future. You might want to be starting a business or going to school or, or just finding a group of friends that you all get along together, right? And we also have this Queen of Rods. So we have the King of Peppermills, and then we have the Queen of Rods. This would be the King of Rods and the Queen of Rods, okay? So this could be two couples, okay? um, we do see that the Queen of Rods is looking forward, and the King of Peppermills is, he's kind of, he's got his eyes closed. Excuse me, I'm having communication issues. So, you might also be having a hard time possibly communicating your ideas to these people, because, it's hard to communicate ideas that you have, because, some of them might be private. You don't want people stealing your ideas, whatever the case. But these people are looking at the hope card and thinking that, you know what, this is a good idea, and I have hope in the situation, possibly, right? Queen of Rods is looking forward, not looking forward or backwards, but kind of like, looking. So this person might be someone who's very passionate, thinking about it. And the King of Peppermills might, he's got his eyes closed, so he also looks like he's hoping, like he's wishing and hoping, like he's got his hands closed, and it looks like he's wishing for something, right? All right, that looks good so far. I do have some more, 6 more cards, so let's go ahead and find out what's next. We have the Seven of Cups. Wow, okay, so maybe some of these ideas are great, or whatever options you have, right? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay, we have the Empress. Okay, you may be holding the energy of the Empress. Okay, we have the Devil. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Four of Cups. So let me think right here. We have the Seven of Cups twice, okay? And so that's about, fantasizing, having, dreams or wants, and, a lot of options. So you might have a lot of ideas right now, okay? And this Nine of Cups under the King of Peppermills, this is wish fulfillment. So this might be a person investing, okay? He might, he might feel passionate, and maybe he might invest, and he's thinking about, gosh, I hope this works, this type of energy. And then we have this Queen of Peppermill, I'm sorry, Queen of Flamingos over the Empress. So this might be a very smart woman, okay? Somebody who's got some great ideas, all right? This could be you. This could be you with the Empress energy also, okay? You could be the one with all these ideas, all right? And then we have the Star card. And, underneath that, the Devil. So there could be some issues here, okay? Maybe some ideas aren't going to work out, all right? Or maybe in this group there's some negative activity going on, We do have the King of Swords also looking at the card of hope, the Star card. And that person looks like he thinks that this is a great idea and that we should move forward with it. So whatever idea you have, or that you think is, something that's going to move you forward and bring you prosperity, this person might feel that way about it, okay? And then we have the Queen of Rods. And the Queen of Rods, she's above the Four of Cups. And she might be someone who's really passionate. This might be someone in the surrounding that may not feel your ideas are very good. She might not accept the offer or think it's a good idea. She might turn down your offer. Or, she might accept the offer and say, well, we might give it a try. So I'm thinking that the King of Peppermills might be the investor. All right. And you might be the Empress, and the Queen of Flamingos, a person with the great ideas, with the one who's going to move forward triumphantly, right? But of course, you're going to run into some roadblocks, some bumps in the road. There's going to be some good ideas. There's going to be some bad ideas, okay? But there is going to be group harmony, okay? You're all going to work together, and it's going to bring about some energies of the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So that looks good pretty far so far, from what I'm seeing here. Of course, you're going to have your ups and downs with the Devil energy. Maybe you're going to have some ideas and they're going to fall through. But if you are somebody starting a business, you know, this is what happens. You know, you come up with a lot of ideas, as in those two Seven of Cups, okay? So these people also may be putting in ideas too, okay? Y'all might be combining your ideas to come up with something, you know, great, okay? Because we do have the Wheel of Fortune there. All right, and the Queen of Rods might be the one who's kind of, well, I don't know, you know, she might be a little bit negative here and there because might be something that's new. It might be a new idea, and you know, you're always going to have a person who's skeptical, right? So pretty good, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next pile. Yeah, see you there. Okay, so here is pile number two. And who's coming towards you? Well, let's find out. Under the stone we have the spider. Okay. And the spider represents creativity and balance. Okay. So you may be a very creative person, right? Somebody who's very balanced. Okay, so let's see what that creativity gets you. First we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Next we have the Four of Wands, Four of Peppermills. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. Next we have the Tower. The Page of Rods. And then we have the Magician. Seems like a slightly different setup as than the first pile, but let's see what we have. So the Eight of Cups, or Eight of Hats, Eight of Cups, represents as somebody walking away, right? And it kind of looks like, you know, it looks like he's moving forward. He's not moving backwards, not moving forward, he's not moving away, he's not coming towards, right? He looks like he's moving forward. Okay, so that card to me represents somebody with some ideas, okay, creativity, right? And they're moving forward, okay? Um, then we have the Four of Peppermills, which is also the Four of Wands, okay? Excuse me. And the Four of Wands represents some kind of union, okay? Some kind of joining of people, celebration, you know, marriage possibly, right? But it also could be starting a business or, you know, starting something, you know, starting something and sticking to it, right? Which might also bring you financial security with that Ten of Pentacles there, that Ten of Oysters, you know? So you could be walking towards some sort of financial endeavor. You could be starting school. That's also starting a financial endeavor because you're investing in yourself, right? And you know, this Four of Peppermills could mean that you are going to be pretty much married to school, or you may be excelling in your job. Okay, you may be moving up in the job, moving forward, right? It could be a chance that you might be advanced to a better position, in which, you know, definitely you would have to have some sort of union or some sort of contractor or new beginning there because you're the boss now, right? And that's definitely going to bring in some more money for you. Okay. Then we have the Tower. Wow. Okay. So you may move forward, but the Tower moment is here. Okay. So something has ended. You might have had ideas about something, and maybe those ideas are no more, you know? Perhaps you had another idea to move forward in your life, but you've had to make some drastic changes. And the reason why you've done that is, you know, possibly because of this Page of Rods, somebody who's passionate, but, you know, they're younger than you. They're not as experienced, perhaps, right? And maybe you had to change your future plans to start something else because this just wasn't happening for you, okay? But I see that the direction that you're moving in is a good direction because it's going to bring you financial stability, and you know, you're going to have a set space in the company, maybe, you know, whatever you're doing, wherever you're excelling in, right? It also seems that we have the Magician here. So The magician is somebody who tries to manifest things, okay? And because we have these three cards here together, you might have ended something with this Page of Rods, this younger person. Maybe have, told them or made them realize that this dream you had with them is no longer because, something happened. It just didn't work out. So, you're moving forward in this direction and you're kind of putting this dream behind you. Okay. And that person may be trying to manifest you back. But, if you're doing well, I don't see why you'd want to backtrack, especially since you're going to have good financial stability. You're going to have balance, right? Like the spider. All right, so let's see what's next. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Death card. Okay, I see something new here. We have the Fool. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. The Strength card. Now it starts to tie in, doesn't it? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So with this Eight of Swords here, this is like feeling trapped, not being able to get out of a situation. But it seems that you have because you're moving forward. You're moving away from that energy, you know. Perhaps, you did have something substantial that you were going to have with that Page of Rods over there. Maybe you did plan on getting together with that person and having some financial and emotional and, just a promising future. But you've put an end to that, okay? Because you have a new idea, you have a new future, and you're going to be getting into something else, right? Something that's going to bring you financial stability, and you are starting fresh, okay? Look at that little puppy right there with the stick, you know? And, the little puppy wants to make an offering, I guess. A little puppy might be coming into your life, You're moving out, you're moving forward, and this puppy is maybe coming towards you, or maybe you guys are coming towards each other, right? And with this Tower moment, you know, somebody came in with some harsh and direct communication, and this is why this Tower moment came along. It brought everything down, came to an end, you know. And the Page of Rods, we have under that is the Strength card. So you might have had to have the strength to, tell this young person that, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen because, things were not going our way. And I kind of moved forward already. This might come in later. This person might come to you and try to talk to you about something, tell you some truth, whatever, but it's harsh and it's direct and, it might even be mean. This is a dark looking card, and you might just be like, I'm sorry, that's not my vibe anymore. You're very mean, you're very nasty. I'm trying to be a strong woman, trying to move forward with my pet. You guys. And I think I'm just going to move forward as the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, it could represent somebody who's married, but it doesn't have to be. You could be holding that energy. You could be the mother of your new pet, right? You never know. Okay. So, she's also mothering energy, and she's very stable, and she's balanced, just like the spider. Okay. This person might be trying to manifest this Queen of Pentacles, but as you can see, he's looking down, but she's looking forward, you know. So that kind of looks okay to me, protection and balance. Yeah, you have your new protection here. You have your new protection. You're going to love and nurture and care for that animal. If you might be getting a pet, you might already have one, and that's all you need. You don't need this animal is going to give you all the love you need, right? Maybe you didn't have one before, and now you're going to. And I mean, I'd prefer to have an animal than somebody who's going to argue with me and fight with me and try to have their own way, make me feel stuck. You know what I mean? And yeah, and you're going to move forward like the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be abundant. You're going to be financially stable. You're going to be, you're going to have that mothering energy for sure. All right. Not too shabby. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the next pile. That's the pile number 3, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here's pile number 3, and the question was, who's coming towards me? Let's find out. Okay, under the stone we have the lizard. Okay. And the lizard represents caution and regeneration, right? You know how the tail breaks off and it just grows another one, right? So maybe you need to have caution in a situation, but just know that if you do something fails, you know, you're just going to get back up and try again, which is very good. Okay, that's very good. So let's go ahead and find out what you have. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 10 of Wands. Next we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, Page of Hats. Sorry, Page of Hats. Next we have the 4 of Pentacles. Then we have, ooh, the Death card. Oh, let's see. And then we have the Hangman. All right, don't fret, don't fret. Let's find out what's going on here first, okay? Caution and regeneration, right? So, somebody's crying over spilt milk. That could be you, that could be another person, okay? You know what, I just noticed something that I've never noticed on this card before. Okay, no. I actually thought that there was a snake on the rock, but it's not. It's just the tail of this weird kind of animal thing. So somebody is, you know, crying over something, right? Something that might have been a burden in their life. And that could be you. You could be crying over a burden, maybe a loss, right? And as you can see, we have a lizard right here. Caution and regeneration. So this became too much of a burden for this person. And look at that, poor lizard's got to carry all that burden on by himself, right? He may have given his emotions to somebody, and you know, this is a Page of Hats, okay? And the Page of Hats is a younger person, definitely, with information that's coming in, okay? And in the Rider-Waite deck, it could signify a child. You know, I do not see here. I don't see a child in the cup or in the hat or anything. So I mean, it could be that, but you know, probably not. Okay, because it would have come out in the cards. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So somebody's holding on. They're holding on tight to something, okay? They're holding on to a memory. They're holding on to their money. They're holding on to their secrets. It could be just about anything, okay? But somebody definitely is crying over something, something that they can regenerate. You know, something was lost, but there's still, you know, some pentacles left, and they can regenerate something. And it might be a burden. It might be a burden, but, you know, maybe they're working on their emotions. This could be you. This could be another person, okay? But they're working on their emotions, you know, and they're in the Page energy because maybe they're learning how to have emotion, right? And they're hanging on to a memory, maybe. They could also be hanging on to their money because there was some lost, right? And the reason why they're feeling this way and feeling down about it is because there has been a death to a situation. All right. And it's left them in the hangman position to think about things. Why is my life this way? Why has this come about? Oh my gosh, poor me. Woe is me, right? So right now they're thinking about it. They're pondering on the past. They're thinking about things that they've done and, you know, but, you know, they're still holding on to something. They're holding on to hope maybe, right? Because this death came in and just swooped in and boom, it's gone. It's done. It's over. Right? Let's see what else we have here. Next, we have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the World card. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. Ooh, the Tower, right under the Death card. Somebody's going through it. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, wow. So, who's coming towards you? Somebody who is hurt, you know. This could be you, but I don't think so. I don't think it's you. None of this is you. I think you're moving forward. You're doing well, but somebody who's going to come towards you is really hurting. Okay? Something has happened to them. They're crying over it. They tried to work it out the best they could. It became a burden. They thought this was their world. They had the weight of the world on their shoulders, definitely. Okay? They tried to work their hardest to make it work, but it just didn't. All right? And this person is now trying to work on their emotions because they're hurt, and feeling hurt like that, that's an emotional thing, right? It's emotions. The page of hats is the page of cups. That's emotions. And it could have to do with a particular person, a queen of pentacles. All right, that could be you, but I'm taking it that it's someone else, because if someone's coming towards you, this is something that has happened to this person. And this person, it could be involving a mother and the child. Okay? So it could have been somebody who was financially stable, because we have this Queen of Pentacles. This person thought that was his world. He was going to have what he needed. Everything was going to be comfortable, but, it was just too much of a burden. It was too much of a burden, and the world came crashing down, apparently. But let's see what else we have here. So this person was hanging on for dear life for this new beginning in love, but it basically just came to an end. Okay, it came to an end, and not just any old end, an abrupt end, a shocking end. There might have even been a death. Okay, an actual death with this person. Okay, and this death may have involved a mother. You know, it might have involved their mother, and they could be the child here. And I'm very sorry if it is, because no one likes death. Definitely not. And it seems all their love is spilling out, because whatever has happened, this death in this tower moment, has really spilled their hearts, their emotions out, their love. And I'm so sorry. My condolences if this is for you. Okay. But spirit, probably got to this person while in the hangman mode, and is pretty much giving the truth here to them. They're figuring out the truth. They're going within. They're in that hangman mode. They're thinking about it. A lot of things that have happened. You know, they're thinking about the love that they had, and whatever that they thought was love. It might have been all a lie. It might have been just anger and frustration, and maybe they're going to start a new journey, a new journey um, of thought, of healing. Right? They're going to be working on themselves for sure. And they're going to have to figure out how they're going to live in this world without maybe their mother or spouse. It seems something like that. It could have been a spouse. It could have been a mother that passed. Okay. And this was definitely their world. And now, the love that they had, the emotions are spilling right now, because all they have are or whatever they had to hang on to, their thoughts, whatever. Maybe this person held on so tightly, and then it was lost. It was lost to them. you know it was a shocking loss. It was probably very unexpected. And this person is was in the hangman mode, and I think what's happening is spirit is communicating now. Spirit might be communicating and helping them to regenerate, and just to take caution now. Take caution with your heart. You can regenerate your life. You can move forward, and I know it's not easy to lose somebody, you know, because I have lost somebody very extremely dear to me that I think about every single day, and it's been 2 years now. But I mean, I'm healing, and I'm okay with it, because I believe that they're with me, you know. I do feel like they do want to, their soul wants to move on, because I think you can have these energies around you, their spirit, but I also believe that they can't stay with you forever. That there comes a point in their soul journey that, you know, their soul, they've been watching over you, they want to make sure you're okay. And then once they see that, it's like they want to move forward too. They want to move into the next cycle of life, you know, to be a new soul in a new body. And that eventually comes by. That's what I believe. I'm not, you know, take that how you will. That's my personal, you know, thing. Um, but the person who's going to be coming towards you is going to be dealing with heartbreak and death, possibly, you know. And the only reason why I say that is just because the death card and the tower underneath. That's just, I mean, how bad can, you know, that's bad. You know, that's sadness right there. And of course, somebody's going to be in the hangman position after that. They're going to be like frozen, frozen in sadness. And that takes a lot of time, okay? It takes a lot of time. So be patient. This person might not come to you yet, but just know, just take caution when you see them, all right? Try not to be too hasty and mean with the words, because you don't know what they're coming to you with yet. They might not tell you right away, but you might see the pain in their face. You might see it in their eyes, you know? They might start crying, who knows? Or they might be holding it in and they might not want to tell you, because they might know that the same thing happened to you, if this is somebody that you know from the past. Okay? So just know that somebody's coming towards you and they're trying to heal themselves. All right? Just be an ear for them. They may not tell you right away, but because you have healed, you'll be able to see if there's pain in those eyes or not, right? Because maybe the person in the past that you knew, maybe this person maybe never looked you in the eyes, and they might be doing it now, you know, but then they might not, because they might be afraid, you know, because I know if that happened to me and I had to look someone in the eye and talk to them about something, I'll start breaking down crying, okay, because I'm a very sensitive person. I'm very emotional. So yeah, you know, that's who's coming towards you. So be cautious. Okay, but this person will regenerate. Their life will make a turn. You know, it may, hopefully it makes a turn in a good direction. Maybe it's going to help them to realize how bad their past was, maybe, or, you know, something is changing in them, and this causes the change in this person. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the end and find out. Let's find out what kind of oracle cards we can get for you guys. All right. Okay, so you guys made it here to the end. So, yeah, I have some oracle decks here. I'm going to choose one card from the Surrender oracles, and I'm going to choose one card from the Buddha Wisdom. I do notice that a lot of readers, they choose multiple cards, but, you know, that's a lot on your plate. So I think one card from each is enough if you are somebody who's willing to heal and listen to the messages that the oracles bring us. Okay. I don't want to throw too much on anybody's plate. And if you're trying to heal, you might get too flustered with too many cards. I'm just trying to keep it real. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the viewer needs to surrender with the surrender cards, okay? I'm going to give it one last shuffle. Hold it this way. Okay. What does the viewer need to surrender in regards to who's coming towards me? Let's go ahead and find out. Okay. I'm feeling a little pain right now for whoever's out there who might need it. I'm really sending you guys out some love. Okay, if you're feeling bad or anything, really, really, I'm sending out my love to you guys. Okay. So what you need to surrender is somewhere over here. All right, and put those over there. And then Buddha has some wisdom for us. Always nice to get that wisdom if we can. Let's see what we have. What kind of wisdom does Buddha have for the viewer in regards to who's coming towards me? Okay. Just put these over here. All right. I'm just going to keep this here in case I need to refer to it, in case I can't get the full message, or if I feel like I'm missing something. You know, like you always feel like, oh my God, I'm forgetting something. That's when I like to refer to the book. So, all right. So, what does the viewer need to surrender? Let's see. Okay, surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you to communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So, if you're in a situation where you are, moving forward, you might be advancing at work, right? Getting an advanced position. You may be dealing with others. You might find your new group, your new soul tribe, or people who are going to be working with you on an endeavor. Or, you might be somebody who's upset about the past, and then the past shows up, and you're just like shocked with it, whatever. When you're dealing in every one of these situations, you must surrender stubbornness, okay? Number one, you're going to have pitfalls in businesses and such, and sure, you might move forward. Like I said, with a group, you might be advancing in your job. Just because you're the boss doesn't mean that you are the one who's going to be, pointing your finger at everybody. I'm the boss. This, and that. Your communication is harsh and abrasive. You don't want to be like that, right? It's going to bring you down if you do. It's gonna make the workers hate you, right? Also, if you're dealing with a new group of people, maybe you're starting a new business, and maybe there's going to be disagreements among the group, especially if there's investors. You don't want to be like, hey, it's my idea. I'm the boss. I came up with all this. Well, if you're working with a group, that's like a group effort, right? And you want peace and harmony in that group, right? And the best thing to do there is to just keep your ears open and keep your mind open to ideas, okay? If they got to listen to your ideas, you got to listen to theirs. And, speak with kindness, be gentle, take a deep breath, all right? Sure, it's your idea and you started the whole thing, but you're also working with people who want to help you. So keep your mind open, because, the way you speak to them, you want to keep these people around, especially if they're investors. And if you're a person who, is upset about a person from the past, and all of a sudden they show up on your doorstep, and you're like, what do you want? Don't find out first. Find out first what they want. Try to communicate in a civil manner, because you don't know what's happening or why they showed up like that, right? It doesn't mean you have to open the door right away and invite them in, but just, hi, how are you doing? Why are you here? What happened? Is everything okay? Start out with that, you know. And if you're still untrusting because this person might have been really deceptive in the past, maybe y'all can sit on the porch, you know. Maybe y'all can just, maybe you don't have to enter the home actually, and you can just start the conversation outside, and you'll be able to know from their words and how they react to you on how you should respond to them, okay? So just know that you might need to be somebody who needs to just calm down the way you speak. You might be harsh and abrasive. I know I can be like that in every situation. I get defensive for everything, especially if somebody doesn't want to listen to me. But that's an issue I have from the past. But I have healed from that, and I now understand that communicating in that way is not beneficial to anybody, right? Especially if you want to accomplish something. So just relax, and try to you know be more yielding, like the card says. Open your ears, communicate in a nice way. You don't need to be all mad and angry and yelling or anything like that. Just, I'm telling you, communicating in a nice way always always puts you to the forefront of whatever you're trying to do. It always puts you ahead of everybody, you know, because nobody wants to deal with somebody who's like harsh and abrasive. All right. So let's just put that to the side. And then let's find out what this card says. Wisdom from Buddha. Oh my gosh, the word. Let me see, you guys. This is Amoghasiddhi. Wow, okay. I can even say it again. Amoghasiddhi, okay? Buddha, guardian of the North. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. Okay, I get it, as I also look at the picture. So I'm not absolutely 100% who all these deities are on this card, but I can guess that when it comes to well-rounded personalities, Amoghasiddhi is a deity that embodies all of these people, right? These deities. This person has attributes from each one of these deities. It could be kindness, strength, power, just whatever each of these deities has, this person or this deity in the middle has all of them. And he guards them and he guards their personalities, okay? And this is what makes him a well-rounded person. So it's kind of like, even though we're talking about four elements, earth, air, water, and fire, it's kind of like either the empress or the emperor, right? You know, when you're the empress, you have all the elements, and when you're the emperor, you have all the elements too. You just have it either in a king or a queen energy, right? Maybe we can look at it that way, except there's like a couple extras, right? And this person, I'm feeling this person guards all these people and all these strengths. I'm just going to call them people, okay? Because it just keeps coming out like that, okay? Let's just look at these deities as people, right? And their energies and their attributes, right? So this person in the middle, Amoghasiddhi, he has all the attributes of the male and the female energies of every type of element, say, per se, right? And this person is trying to tell us to try and gather all of these attributes and bring them into yourself as one, okay? And I'm not saying like you're a male, you need to have the female. I'm saying you're the male, you need to have male and female and all the elements gathered into one, into yourself, and just realize all the energy that you get from that. Same for the female side. You have your female energy with the attributes, but also take in the male attributes and all those energies all into one, right? And just like Amoghasiddhi, you too can carry all of these attributes, okay? And like with the male and the female, there's more than just the elements. You have the ethers. You guys should look that up. It's very hard to explain, but it's like an energy. It's like the energies, the energies of everything combined, okay? And it's real, right? Aside from the earth, air, water, and earth, air, water. What am I forgetting? Earth, air, water. Oh, and fire. Duh. So it's all those elements plus a deep energy within in the universe, So this person has everything. And you know what? You can have everything too. And that's how you bring a fearlessness into your life, because you understand all the elements. You understand all the energies, and you carry all the attributes. And it's what that ball of everything into one inside you, When you have that, can you imagine the abundance, the healing power that you have, the strength that you have to help others around you? Share that abundance with everyone, okay? Share what you can. If you have that, share it. If you don't have it, work on it. You can. We all have that in us, but a lot of us have it just dug down so deep, we don't even remember it's there. We can't even get to it. We haven't even started to get to it, most of us, right? I think I've dug pretty deep, but I can always use work. We can always use work. All of us. I don't care if you say you're the most, seasoned whatever. No, nobody's perfect, and we all learn. We learn every single day of our life. So perhaps you can learn to be a more well-rounded person. Doesn't mean that you are that person or you can get to that point, because I don't think anybody can ever get to that point except for this guy right here. But that's why they're saying cultivate it. Cultivate being that being of light that holds all the energy of all the elements, because you can. And, once you get there, or actually almost there, because like I said, we're always learning. We're always gaining knowledge, right? But if you can kind of get to a point where you can gather all that up and share it with the world, and bring happiness and joy to everyone around you because you have brought that to yourself, there's no telling how far you can go. Oh my God, sky's the limit, you guys, right? We all can get there. And it takes time. And hopefully you can find a group of people or a soul tribe that agrees with you, who's constantly also working on themselves to try and better themselves and the lives of others, right? Yeah. So I hope that came out. I hope that came out okay. I kind of, when it comes to these oracles, I kind of just blurt out. When I kind of understand what they're talking about, then it just flows like water. It's just like it's like water just spilling out of my mouth, but it's just in words, emotions spilling out, basically. So we'll all get there, right? That's what we strive for. We just strive to be the best we can be so we can share it with the world. That's what I do. And for anybody who's trying or having a hard time making it through something, or maybe feeling down like they can't make it, in some sort of endeavor, or they can't find their tribe, or they're hurt from some situation, just know that I'm sending you love, okay? I'm sending you my heart, okay? My heart, my deep love, my heart. I'm sending you knowledge, and I'm sending you confidence, okay, that you can do all these things. You can bring all these things to yourself and to others. I'm also sending out abundance and the brightest light I can. So my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll definitely see you guys next time.